It's nice to be in Brea. I do mean it. I'm being sincere. I've never felt safer. Oh, no. The median income here is $123,000, so you may not relate to these poor jokes. Poverty, you say? Sounds terrible. Because y'all also have, like, kind of, okay, how do I put this? Y'all's crime here is a little bit like soap opera drama level crime. Like, it was a guy that just got arrested for impersonating a plastic surgeon. I've never been to Brea before, but that's the most Brea thing I've ever heard of in my entire, like, it's the most Orange County type thing I've heard of. This dude was impersonating a plastic surgeon, and a bunch of people came forward being like, I thought he was a plastic surgeon. And so he's locked up right now. Hopefully he goes to jail for a very long time. But apparently him misrepresenting himself as, there are lots of charges because he was practicing. But one of the charges is misrepresenting himself as a medical professional, which is only a misdemeanor. I'm not like a fan of jail, but that needs to be a felony. Like, that's crazy. If someone asks you if you're a doctor, you should have to say no if the answer's no. That's so crazy that someone's like, you're like a real plastic surgeon, right? He was like, like that. That is so horrific. Like, I don't think y'all understand. This dude needs to be buried under a prison. You have never needed like a medical professional without really needing a medical professional. It's never something that you've like dabbled with before. You know what I mean? It's also not something that you can just help with because you feel like it. Like, I'm not a firefighter. Don't have the bill, can't carry the gear. But I've stepped on a cigarette before. Do you know what I mean? You know how you can step in, you can do a little something even though the job is not your full job. Medical professional is like black and white. It really is. And so, he was arrested. He apparently he did it again so fast after having done it the first time that the article I read said he was rearrested. That's not a word, is it? A journalist had to say rearrested, it was so fast. I live in Brooklyn, and I like it too. I live in Brooklyn, and there was a shooting in my neighborhood. This dude was like a known gang member, got shot at this bodega. He got shot in like the hip, like he's alive, he's all right. But he got shot at 5 a.m. There's no good time to be shot. But getting shot that early is... A lot of people don't know this about gangs. I've never been in a gang, but I've known people who were in gangs and like... But like... Gangs do kind of have office hours. Do you know what I mean? Like, at a certain point, they are like, nobody buying right now. Why would we just stay up all night? That's crazy, right? And so, it's not as if gangs are always just ganging at all hours of the night. They go home at some point. And so to be shot at 5 a.m. means somebody hates you so much, they set an alarm. Because the worst thing about getting shot at 5 a.m., if you get shot at like 3 p.m., right? You can call somebody, oh, they got me. What? What happened? I got shot. Oh, I'm on my way. I got you, right? You get shot at 5 a.m. Everybody gonna be asleep. Pick up, hello? I got shot. Oh, they got me. Come pick me up. I said I got shot. Pick me up. I'm bleeding out. All right. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Like, I don't think I would handle being shot well. But if I got shot at 5 a.m., I'd be like, shoot me again. I don't want to deal with these problems. I don't know. I saw the Biden signed it and everything. Maybe it'll happen. Talking about banning TikTok. The clock is winding down. Oof. Billion-dollar company. Maybe gone. They either have to sell off to another buyer. They cannot remain this Chinese company. Or they have to leave. I don't know how you make somebody leave Wi-Fi, but yeah, they have to get out. They'll be banned across the nation. And they say it's for, our safety and everything. They say it's for, security and stuff. Which I think I accidentally already gave them everything. That can't possibly be true because I already let them turn my face into so many faces. Like, I've been a dog, a caterpillar, I've been like another dude. Like, whatever it is, they have it. But, maybe, whatever. And let's say that that's the case. Let's say that our security is at stake, and so they pushed this thing through Congress, and then they signed it in record time because it was a danger to us, and they care. I said, let's say. But let's say that is the case. Well, you know what? Good on them. Now do the pharmaceutical companies and the banks and the... Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we've been begging for insulin to be like $1 for decades, and they're like, the best I can do is taking away how you talk to people. Far be it for them to regulate a bank. Because this is my thing. That's what bothers me about it. Is that I don't even care about the ban one way or the other. I really don't. It's like people are gonna find a way to communicate. What bothers me is that it's like you're telling this other company how to run their business for the sake of the citizens, right? Which is exactly what we've been asking them to do for so many different things. Like, we're like, can you just get them to not sell us poison? Because the poison already in there when we buy it. And they're like, far be it for us to tell a company how to run their business. Yeah. I mean, far be it for me to act like I know better than the people who don't understand TikTok. Those hearings are always so embarrassing. They're so genuinely distressing. When these are leaders of, you could say, the free world, right? We call the president the leader of the free world, but the president is beholden by checks and balances to a Congress. They get that Congress to come together, and then they get experts and CEOs from the most powerful companies in the world, and they do a hearing where they're like, can you open my phone? And then you see these CEOs, these billionaires, try not to smile, try not to be like, oh, I can do whatever I want. That dude came from TikTok, right? Dude came from TikTok, went to the hearing, and then dude kept asking him about China, and at one point the guy just had to be like, I'm not even Chinese. Like, I'm not Chinese. It's like you would think he was asking him for like spots to eat. The amount of times this dude had to say, bro, I'm not Chinese though. Like, I'm not. Like, I want you, it's the company, yes, I am not, sir. I am not Chinese. It was funny because he started interrupting questions just to be like, you gotta understand that I'm not from China. Like, if I leave here with nothing else, you gotta understand that I am not from China. This is clearly just a me thing, but does it bother you when people ask you for directions? I get so nervous and upset. I have a range of emotions when people ask me. Because then, okay, I live in New York, and somebody's asked me for directions to get to the 2 train. And I don't take that train often, but I pass that train sometimes. So I was telling them how to get there, and as I was pointing, they pointed with me, and they were like, so this way. And when they went to point with me, I saw that they were holding their phone. And I was like, so what are we doing here? Is it a typing issue? Why couldn't you done stressed me out for the past 40 seconds. Because this is my thing, I'm so bad at directions myself. Like, just when I lead myself, I'm bad. So then if I have to tell someone else how to get lost, I get so stressed out about it. I assume everyone I've ever given direction to has taken the first turn I told them to take, and then they died. Like, I think I hold so much stress about someone listening to my directions and then either me being wrong or them not listening right, then still being lost and being like, that son of a bitch. I don't even know them. I don't know why I need them to like me, but I'm so, it's the worst. It's the worst. I want to make it sound like I'm being creepy, but I had a show. I was in Brooklyn. I had a show. And after the show, I was just hanging out at the bar. There were some people at the bar. I don't know if they were at the show or if they weren't, but they were talking about, it was 2 guys talking about just the general issue of like homophobia as far as just men are concerned, right? And one guy, they were both a little drunk, but one guy was saying to the other guy, he's like, we have to do something about it as a whole, because I look at my cousin and I love my cousin so much. My cousin is gay, but I don't think about, he's just my cousin. And I want the world to be able to look at my cousin the way that I do. I don't see him as some gay guy or something like that. He's my cousin. So we have to do something about overall homophobia as it stands in the mind, you know? And also, I just want to be able to eat a hot dog. There's not enough time to unpack everything in that one sentence. Because he didn't just mean I'm hungry right now. Like, he didn't just mean we have to tackle this issue and I'd like to eat. He means I want to be able to eat a hot dog, but I can't because of homophobia. No, sir. This is a fraught world for a lot of people. A lot of different groups have to deal with an incredible amount of persecution and a burden that they should not have to bear. But you eating a hot dog is completely on you. Because first of all, I cannot tell from that sentence if he's never eaten a hot dog, because he's scared of where it'll take him. Because also, if you're so scared of eating a hot dog that you like, I can't do it, that's you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to do any exploring. You know your destination. So I was like, either he's so scared he's never had a hot dog, or he eat hot dogs so wild that people pass by and go, what are you doing? And then he goes, this homophobia cannot stand.
First time you've counted along, it threw me off.
My bad.
That's okay. I just almost forgot how to count for a second because you were also counting.
Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm still here. We're doing all right. What's up, man? How are
you? Okay.
No, yeah. I was just telling you about it. Every little tech thing I had to do today was just me being like, oh, no, it's broke. Oh, it's just not plugged in. Okay. So it's like, I know it's not the machine's problem. It's a lot of just my mental state, I guess. I'm just tired. And then right before we started recording to sync up, I count to 3 and we clap. And then you did it at the same time, which made me forget how to count. So doing great. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm all right. Yeah. Do you ever have that though, where you ask somebody something, you ask somebody how their day is going, and they really level with you immediately, where they're just
God,
like,
yes.
oh yeah, she left. Yeah, I mean, like,
yes, I have several friends who are like that. Where they're just like, well, life's terrible, but here we are. I'm like, okay, you can't just say fine.
I don't even
just
say terrible. I don't even get into it with people to the point where I'm like, oh, life's not good or something. I'm literally just like, we'll tell you what's going on with the day.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't mind that so much, but yeah, I know people who will just drop like their entire mental illness on you in that one moment, and it's like, come on, man.
At least give me half.
Yeah, I'm just asking to ask. Yeah, at least.
But no.
Give me half.
That's your mistake though. Because I will tell you right now, if there's someone who, as nice as I am and as open as I am, as much as I talk to people who sometimes don't want to be talked to, if I see someone where I get the vibe immediately that they are actually a monster, I steer clear. There have been few instances where you've even seen me and I'm like, I cannot engage with this person. This person is the worst.
And now this is because this is another one of those situations where you're sounding like me. So what are your tip-offs to when it's like, oh, this is a monster, I got to get out of here? What are those I guess signifiers to you?
Okay. Did I ever tell you about when my friend was trying out for that Broadway show?
I don't know.
Okay, so
this sounds familiar.
I'm not going to say his name just in case he doesn't like the story.
Rodney.
Even though he didn't do anything in the story, he was just a witness. But basically, my friend was in line for an open call for a Broadway show, right? And so open call means it's going to be a long line.
We talked about this, didn't we?
I thought we did.
I think we did talk about this.
Okay, that's the type of person I would steer clear from.
Because what did you do exactly? Give the short version.
Okay, so the short version is...
He wanted to talk about everything, right?
Huh?
Oh, that's... Never mind. I remember the story because it was him just being like his whole career, right? His whole journey.
Yeah. Should I just give a brief overview? Because now, in case someone's never listened to the show before, now we sound crazy.
That's true. Now we are monsters in a line, forcing people to hear our half stories. That's a fair point. And I did that. I'll take the blame for that one.
So basically, to make a long story short, especially if you've heard before, my friend was in an open call, and then there was someone that was behind him in line, and they just kept doing this thing that people do when they want you to talk to them, where they were like, yep. Who? Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then he just didn't want to engage because those people that do that are like, they don't they haven't built up the skills to just talk to you. So they're trying to talk to you without talking to you, so that they lose nothing if you ignore them, but they gain something if you pay attention to them.
Well, it's because they want to talk at you. They're not interested in having a conversation with you. That's the main difference. They want you to go, "What's up, dude?" And then you can go blah.
And by the way, I'm not saying anyone who has an outburst, because life is life. We're going to have outbursts. I'm not talking about anyone who's ever had an outburst. I'm saying someone who specifically fields the room for like, yep, and then just tries to make eye contact with somebody to see if they'll, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, he keeps going, yep, finally my friend, because he's in an hours long line. And so finally he turns around, he's like, oh, what's going on? And the next thing the guy says is, yep, I had to suck a lot of dicks to get where I am today.
Yeah, that's right.
And my friend was like, wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't suck any, and I'm literally in line in front of you. You know?
I think I'd just be like, name all the dicks right now.
Because what's a lot?
Yeah, I want to know.
But that type of person is someone who I avoid. And then someone who's also, okay, one time when I worked at Trader Joe's, this is so wild, because I also avoid people who are openly angry in a way that is, it's one thing if I watch something happen to them and they're angry, right? So like if I watch someone get kicked out of a place or something and they're angry about it, I know why you're angry, I think. So now if you happen to look at me or engage with me, I can talk to you, right?
Right, yeah.
When I have no idea what you're upset about and I don't know you, I also steer clear. Because one time, back when I was working,
you're a potential threat to my day now.
Yeah, because I was working at Trader Joe's, right?
Yeah.
And this is the Trader Joe's in New York. So I'd been in New York for like maybe 3 months. So I just moved here, right? This guy is in the fresh produce area, but I call it the fruit aisle just to like keep it clear, right?
Right.
So he was pulling one of the plastic bags that you pull when you want to put a bunch of apples in it or just a bunch of the loose fruits together. He was pulling one of those, and the little seam that's supposed to catch the clip to break, it must have missed, so he pulled way too much, right?
Okay.
This is where
We've all
things,
been there.
This
very,
is where,
very common thing.
Yeah, this is where things go off the rails. So then, because like
everything I've said up till now, normal.
Yeah, like you've said, this happens to everybody, right?
Happens to everybody. It's very common.
This dude pulls.
Happened to me the other day.
The rest of his arm comes down from him pulling, and he loses his mind. Okay.
Oh.
This
He
dude
just got fired.
Yeah. This
like
dude,
something happened before the store.
it was to the point where I was wondering if he worked at Trader Joe's and then got fired the day before, and I just never met him. That's how mad he got. So he pulls it, right?
Yeah.
As he's pulling, his arm goes down the rest of the way. So now he's got like 9 bags that he's pulled. Okay. And
he's like, I don't want this many lemons.
and then he drops the end one and then just tries again and then pulls another bunch instead of just breaking the one that he had in his hand. But
Yeah,
now
how is that the solution?
I have no idea, but you don't think clearly when you're angry because he's visibly angry now, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And so then he pulls again, and now there's like at least 20 bags that have been pulled out of this roll, and there's bags that are like there's bags that are like on the floor now, all still connected, like a whole roll of toilet paper unrolled, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just these green bags. And so now instead of trying to pull again or break any of them, he just punches an orange. Okay? This dude punches an orange. And
Well.
I think that once you break the seal on your personal level of anger, you're
I
just...
thought you were going to say on an orange.
No. Yeah, when you break the seal on an orange, all hell breaks loose.
There's no turning back.
Once you break the seal on, just your level of anger. I think a lot of people, that's where you find out who someone is, because I think a lot of people either decide, hey, this is where I should check myself, or I'm too far gone and I'm just going to hit the gas.
Yeah.
In a fight, in an argument, there's a level, there's a ceiling that people have. And once you go past that, that's who you find out who's like, quote unquote, crazy, who you find out is like a fighter, who you find out is a crier, like all that stuff. Because that's the moment where you realize you're angry and you either start to see red or you start to calm down, right?
The emotion takes over and you're in like a free fall now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so this dude punches the orange, and I think for him, clearly punching oranges is cracking the ceiling. Cause then this dude still with the green bag string in his hand, the strip of green bags, just keeps punching oranges, right? And so then he starts screaming. He's like, oh, like, and it's not a scream that's like to get attention. It's a guttural low scream, right? Like he's essentially just being like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Punching
the noise of a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Punching oranges, orange juice going, right? Like this dude is getting orange juice all over his face. And I've never been so scared of orange juice, because it, like, he had just enough of it on his face to look like blood. Like,
right.
Like you knew if he had been punching a person, his face would just be covered, right?
Yeah.
And then
I want a glass of fresh punched orange juice, please.
And then so he must have punched like 8 oranges, right? And they're layered on the on these like little cabinets, because the display is wooden. So it's not like he's punching a stack of oranges like you'd see at Walmart that are tilted. He's punching like a stack of oranges that are on this wooden cabinet, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why he's making so much juice, is because there's nowhere for the oranges to go.
There's no escape for these oranges.
There's no escape for these oranges. So anyway, after he punches the 8th orange, he tries to storm off. And as he's like turning around, in his punching, he's just got the bags wrapped around his arm. Oh. So now he tries to walk away, and he's just pulling more rolled bags like toilet paper.
Oh no.
And that dude walked out of the store with like maybe 100 bags trailing him.
That's all you can do, I think. You can't finish shopping. You can't just...
That dude left sticky.
Yeah. I was going to say, now he's sticky and covered in plastic. But yeah, you can't do that and then just look down at your list, cross off oranges, and then move on to the next thing.
It'd be so funny if he didn't want oranges. He just want plums, but then... bow, 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 bow.
Like, and I get it too. When you're angry, you don't think clearly. You just get frustrated. But like, just tear the bags, dude. Like, just at any point, tear the bags. Even if you got a couple, and I know you don't need a couple, but don't just keep pulling. Where's he thinking like, oh, this is just one really long bag? Like, what did he think was happening?
I would have loved to have a conversation with him or be in his head, because... I
mean, be in his head. You don't want to talk to him.
Because, well, no, just later in life. Like today. This was years ago. So I think I could talk about... I think maybe he's over it by now, right? Yeah. And I'd love to, like... Because you know how...
Or he's still serving time for it.
Yeah, I'd hate to be the person who ran into him on the street and just be like, hey, buddy, are you all right? And he just starts swinging, right? You can't tell why his punches are so tasty, you know?
Why are your fists so sweet?
Yeah, this dude assault is delicious. He'd have beat the hell out of you, and you're like, what was... A little hint of Florida.
Such citrusy violence. I can tell I'm being hurt, but I think I'm also getting vitamins.
Yeah, yeah. At least this dude smells good, right?
Yeah, he punched a cold right out of me.
Emergency be damned. And so I just wonder if in his head, because you know how sometimes when you're mad about something, and especially if you spiral, right? Like I've had conversations with friends and family who get upset about something and they just start listing what else they're upset about as if the two things have anything to do with each other, right? And I would love if in the middle, like he had a breakup and in the middle of his head, he was just like thinking and like trying to get a plum or an orange or, you know, whatever he needed. And then he pulled and they were all connected. They didn't tear for him. And he was like, she's up to it again. She's up to it again. He tries to pull again. And then he just starts swinging at oranges.
Yeah. I mean, because, you know, I haven't been to that level, but, you know, I've had my times of going through rough times. And it's one thing, and it's always an insignificant thing that will just break you, and then it does just become everything in your head of like, and then this, and then also this, and this, and there's nothing you can do. And so sometimes you gotta punch some fruit. You just gotta wreak havoc in a produce aisle. So I get it. I get where he's coming from. I've never done that specifically.
Yeah.
But what a tantrum to have. Because did anyone stop him, like even on the way out, or everyone was just like, just let him go? You never know.
Yeah,
sometimes,
No, I'm with
sometimes
you. I'm with
security,
you.
like, I'll get involved in this. You know.
Yeah. I'll tell you in a second. But no one stopped him.
Okay.
Because it was also such a. What's that movie with that guy that just goes on a shooting spree? Suburban guy. It's like a classic.
Oh, Falling Down, the Michael Douglas movie, Falling Down.
It might be Falling Down, but it was a something man. It was a something man.
A something man.
Trying to think of who it was.
When was it? Yeah.
It was
When
like a
did that movie come
90s
out?
movie.
A Desperate Man, or I don't know.
Maybe a Desperate Man. Anyway, he just had the
that's the title I just
vibes.
made up, I think.
He had the vibes of if you spoke to him. First of all, he had the vibes of someone who was coming back, and if you spoke to him, he would remember. That's why nobody stopped him.
Yeah. Well, and I will say, I said that and then realized I forgot, like, store security in New York is a lot different than around here.
Yeah.
Where, like, store security in New York is like they are just trying to get through their day.
Yeah.
Whereas around here, a lot of store security kind of act like they're cops.
Yeah,
And it's like,
I could see that.
All right.
Especially
All right,
if you have
buddy.
to deal with very little at a time. I could see you, just for the sake of your own sanity, trying to involve yourself or trying to
Oh,
like.
absolutely. I remember when I worked at Target in college, and there was a couple of young security guys, and every now and then they'd like pull me off a register to go tail somebody, like just to see if they're gonna steal some chips. Like it was, but then they were never actually good at stopping like the real people trying to actually like steal money from the store. They were never good at that, but they'd want you to go follow somebody around.
So one of my favorite, this was leading into the thing I was saying. I'll tell you in a second. I have loved the security at almost every job that I've had because, especially in New York, security, like you said, they're just trying to get through their day. So they really don't even step in unless you are actively being stabbed.
God no.
Right. And even then they're trying to sneak up on the person because they don't get adequately equipped to handle what's happening.
No.
Right.
Not at all. They want to get through their day, have to write a few things down that they're supposed to write down, and then leave.
And so
They don't have these Paul Blart dreams.
Yeah, like this is my thing. Okay. One of my favorites was when I was in Chicago, and remember I worked at the other grocery store, right? And
we're calling it the other grocery store now.
I feel like if I name one per episode, it's not as bad.
Oh, you just don't like saying them both?
I don't like saying them both because they're they're under the same umbrella.
Wait, are they owned by the same like parent company?
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So now I know that Trader Joe's and a mystery grocery store are owned by the same parent company.
Anyway, when I worked there was this one time. This shouldn't be as funny to me as it is. So,
That could be the name of this fucking show.
yeah, listeners, forgive me now. But there was a guy that was in the store wilding, right? Like truly wilding out. And as this dude was freaking out, somebody started screaming, like one of the customers started screaming, "Hey, go do something," because this dude is like, I don't even know how to describe it. He was truly just like freaking out. He wasn't even stealing because he was still in the store.
Right.
It's not stealing till you leave. And basically he starts like popping off, screaming at people, running around, everything, right? And the security, that the company that we worked with was a company that clearly must have just had some overall contract, because at every store it was the same uniform, right? And
well, they were a costume shop that had to pivot.
yeah, there we go. Because
no one's renting our uniforms anymore.
everybody that they sent except for everybody that they sent except for one guy couldn't fight and looked like they couldn't fight, right? And so there was this woman who was clearly like in her 60s, and she was a little frail as well. And she was
working security
for the grocery store, right? And so,
I'm not saying that 6-year-old women aren't strong, but they shouldn't have to do that.
they shouldn't have to be strong.
They
okay?
shouldn't have to be strong for security.
For security, come on.
Yeah.
So then, basically, this dude's wilding out, and then it got to a point where customers were yelling at us and the security, like, "Hey, do something!" Like, because it's like this person is clearly they're not even like having necessarily a violent outburst, but they are running around and screaming and like swinging. So they're not trying to hit anyone, but they're just like, they're not with us right now, right?
Yeah,
is the best way to put
elsewhere. They're fighting a war in Narnia.
Yeah. And so
they're not here.
And so then everyone was screaming for, this person to do something, right? And so she like, that's the moment. And it's funny because every single one of these guards that I worked with had a moment where I made eye contact with them and could tell they didn't want to be security anymore. Like, dude, straight up, like everyone that I'm about to describe to you, even the dude that could fight, I'm telling you right now, I've looked in their eyes while the thing was happening. And then when we made eye contact, they were like, I could have been doing anything else right now. And so then
I should have stuck to painting.
So then she gets off of, I think she might have been sitting on the counter or something, and then she's like goes to run to, I guess, do something about this, right? And I don't even know, I don't even know if they gave them anything. I don't think they had anything. I don't think they had pepper spray. They may have had a flashlight. Like, I really don't think they had anything on them to like.
I think they usually just give them a walkie-talkie. I think is usually what.
And so she goes to run, and as she goes to run, she steps on her own shoelaces, right? And so she stepped on her own shoelace. She fell, and she fell sideways, and so I know she hurt her hip, right?
Of course.
And so now we're at a stalemate, because it's like you as an employee aren't supposed to do anything. That's why they hired the security, And in certain situations, especially if it calls for violence, you could get fired even if you were in the right.
Yeah.
And so now I'm really between a rock and a hard place, because any minute, this dude's gonna be over here. And in my head, I'm like, I know he's gonna come to my register, right? I had already played out the scenario in my head. This dude was gonna come to my register and he was gonna slap me in my face. Right?
You're the magnet for this stuff, of course.
And so I'm
course
like,
it's gonna happen.
And so I'm like, oh no, I'm really gonna get hurt. Like. Like, bro, I was really sitting there like, man, this is gonna like he probably gonna rear back too. Like,
yeah, that is pretty demeaning to be sitting behind a cash register just thinking I'm about to get my ass kicked.
And the worst part is I knew this dude was he was too out of it to actually rob me. You know what I mean? Like,
right, yeah.
Like I'm rigging people up as well because people are running to the register, clearly just trying to get out as fast as they can. Mm-hmm. So I'm rigging people up fast. Like I was already a fast cashier. Yeah. But I'm going extra fast. Like I'm not even sure if everything's scanned. I'm just sliding stuff over. And so, because also in my head, I was like, if we can get everybody out of the store, this problem might like solve itself. I don't know why I thought that, but I just thought like, okay, this person is clearly lashing out around a bunch of people, but if there's not a bunch of people, maybe he'll calm down or something, right?
Yeah. So
I'm bringing people up as fast as I can, and then there's even. Once again, like I said, shouldn't be as funny to me as it is. But she's still on the ground, so no one's actually like helped her up yet. And then there's a guy who walks in, just a regular customer, walks in, sees her on the ground, sees us like ringing people up as fast as we can. And then I like look over my shoulder at him, and he just turned around and walked out.
Oh, yeah, because that looks like a robbery.
Yeah. It's 18 people that only want to rob for food.
Yep.
They knock down the security guard and they're paying with credit.
Yeah, a weirdly violent but also cordial mob.
Yeah.
Is coming through here. And
so I'm scanning as fast as I can, and then and this dude, I can hear him getting closer, and I don't know what aisle he's on, right? Like I don't know if he's 2 aisles down and he's really loud, or if he's 1 aisle down and less loud. But like I can't see him, but I can hear him. And so did I already tell you about this, by the way?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't remember this one.
And so then I'm like, I look over. That's how I know she's still on the ground. Because at first I thought I heard her fall, but I was too scared to like look behind me. I just started rigging people up fast, like. And then I turn my head and I see that she's falling, and she's like, she says, "Help me," and I'm like, oh no, we're doomed. Like we're actually doomed right now.
That's your security. Your security fell down and she can't get up.
And so then I'm ringing people up. I finish a transaction, and I'm like looking at the customer, I'm looking at her, and then I jump up and I like help her up, and it's like definitely nothing heroic. I'm literally just helping her get back to her feet. I'm not like picking her up or anything.
Yeah. And you're helping her up to throw her to the lions too.
Hey, you got to do what you do to live, you know?
You got the badge, lady. That's on you.
And so then I run back over to the register. There's only one more customer. I close my gate as if that's going to do anything. Like, you know,
like he'll get there and be like, "Oh, okay."
You know the little gate they give you at the register? Yeah. So I close my little gate. And I put the closed divider on.
And then if I stand real still, he won't see me.
Yeah. If nothing beeps, he won't move, right? And now I can hear a couple things falling, so I know he's getting close, right? And then this dude finally gets to the registers in general. Luckily, doesn't come near mine at all. Runs like knocks a bunch of people out of the way to run past them as they're checking out. Mm-hmm. Runs past the security guard. Does a cartwheel and is out.
hold on. Okay, sorry. Did you say he did a cartwheel and then he left?
Yeah, this dude did a cart. So he was already pushing people out of the way to run out of the store, and then he did a cartwheel and then he left.
Like my brain needed a second. Because honestly, once you said cartwheel, the whole sentence like fell apart in my brain. I'm like, there's no way he said he did a cartwheel and left.
Dude, bro, when I tell you that this lady busted her hip for nothing.
Well, sounds like she didn't stand a chance anyway. He was going to be flipping around her or something.
Yeah.
This man is trained.
This dude did like a truly insane cartwheel.
Yeah.
And by the way, when he was like running past us screaming, he was not making sense.
No.
Like he was like hobble, 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 whatever, right? But then
cartwheel is a powerful exit.
Yeah.
Because it not only does it take some skill and athleticism, but it's so counter to what he was doing.
I mean, is it though? He was running around apparently swinging his arms.
But to see all that and then to see him do a cartwheel on the way out would just make me go like, huh. Like it goes from like, oh no, what's going to happen to be like, well, now that was interesting. It's a weird reset, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
It erases some of the crazy from before.
Yeah.
And that's the power of gymnastics, everybody. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it was wild.
More people need to cartwheel after robbing places.
I don't think he took anything.
No, he did. He clearly didn't.
Yeah. He did some damage. He definitely
Fucked
stole
up some cereal.
Yeah, he definitely stole some time from the company because I was sweeping up knockoff Cheerios. But yeah.
That's great.
There was one dude that I made friends with that worked security there, and he would tell me he would actually, this was great. If I was closing, he was the best dude to have on the shift because he had figured out some sort of like loophole in his whole system of like, okay, this is what they would do. He had a whole system of like how he was effectively doing security. Okay. Mm-hmm. And he found so many loopholes in his own company manual because the dude was smart. And he was like, you can't have, it said something specific in their manual because they were talking about headphones and earbuds. They were like, you can't have both ears covered. You can't sit. You have to stand. You have to like all this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And this dude found a hack around all of it. That dude would have a Bluetooth on because it only covered one ear.
Right. That's what I was thinking. That's the hack for that one.
So he'd listen to a Bluetooth or he'd take phone calls and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And one time I asked him if he was going to get in trouble for taking phone calls during his shift. And he was like, no, because then the people like I guess we don't notice because we're in the store working and you can be in, I think they call them vestibules. But basically there were the sliding doors before you enter a place and then the sliding doors when you enter. Right.
Yeah.
So he would sometimes hang out in the middle.
The store foyer.
Yeah, like the sort of store foyer.
The stoyer.
Oh, God. Okay. So then
I was happy with that one, but all right.
So then
I like stoyer.
And so basically he would hang out there. So then we never saw him on his Bluetooth. And he was like, if the people walking in see me on it, they just think I'm crazy, which will be even more incentive for them to not pull anything. Right. Because he would always like, he would always stand with his Bluetooth side covered. And so he's like, hey, if I'm having a spirited debate with one of my friends and I look a little crazy, that's better for me, you know?
People are going to want me less.
Yeah. And this dude was so funny. And he would tell me the stories of like working at, you know, that security job because they would get assignments for which stores they were going to and all that stuff. And this dude was telling me about other security guards who had quit. And he told me that he was like splitting time between our store and another store. Mm-hmm. And so he had made friends with some of the security that also worked that store. And one day this dude this dude, Steven, right? He had made friends with Steven. Steven had been working there for more than a week, okay?
I was about to be Stephen Wright. I love that guy.
Wow.
Just having fun podcasting with my friend. I don't know why he gets so upset with me for just having a good time with my buddy Josh, but
So basically, he had made friends with Steven. And then he came in one day and was like, man, I haven't seen Steven in a while. And they were like, oh, yeah, he quit. And he was asking, like, oh, did he get in like a huff over his paycheck or whatever? Because it's like he seemed to have quit abruptly. And then he said that his boss was telling him that Steve was working a store and mid-robbery, he quit.
mid-robbery.
Yeah, so that they were getting robbed, right? And maybe, I don't know if the people hadn't seen him yet. I don't know what happened, but he was like, he walked off the job while the place was being robbed. When they needed security the most, he was like, not me.
Like getting robbed at gunpoint?
I don't know. They just said robbed.
Oh, God,
Isn't that wild? That dude, in the middle of a robbery, he was like, I don't have to be security. Like, I could do something else with my life.
This ain't a real badge.
Hey, I'm just a dude in a sweater. All right.
Yeah. Wow.
Look, if you shoot me, you be shooting a customer. Okay.
But honestly, in that situation, I think that's the best time to quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what are you gonna do?
Y'all didn't give me a gun.
You didn't give me a gun. I just needed a job, and you needed someone to be here saying their security. Most of the training you tell us is to not actually get involved, but to just call the police.
Yeah. Yeah.
Robbery's the perfect time to say, oh, okay. There's really nothing for me to do here.
Yeah. And so that dude quit. My concern with quitting mid-robbery is that people are going to think I was in on it. Like,
oh, that's a good point. I hadn't considered that angle. Yeah.
But everyone
looks at the footage, and the second it starts, you leave. They're going to be like, well, now that seems like an inside man.
But clearly not. He's an outside man. As soon as somebody pulled a gun, that dude was gone. Oh, man. I think that's probably what cleared him, is that it was like, oh, yeah, he clearly left in fear.
He ran so far away from the store.
Yeah, you catch him on another security camera a mile away, just breathing heavy, holding his back because he heard it.
Yeah, the footage in the store is him turning around and being startled and going, oh, and then running out. And they're like, yeah, he didn't help.
Oh, man. And then there was one dude who was kind of like the guys you're describing, where he started working there and he was hella gung-ho. And my buddy that I worked with, the security guard I worked with that was telling me all these stories, was like, this dude, he told me this when the dude started. He was like, this dude gonna get himself shot.
No, that's the energy those guys have. Like, oh, you're gonna stick your nose into something you just shouldn't.
And so then this dude was running, right? Was running after a guy, but still in the store. So he hadn't chased him out of the store, right? Yeah. And the guy was trying to put stuff in his jacket and then run. And so he ran at that dude and they collided and they both got hurt. Like,
yeah.
Because he went to tackle him and I think he thought he was going to have like a true football sack, right? Like, I think he thought he was going to lay this dude out. But clearly he didn't get the angle right, because then they both really just leaned into each other and tackled each other.
Yeah. He thought he was going to do like a cool, like, you know, like Lethal Weapon, like hip toss as he's running by, you know, catch him, have him pinned down. You're under arrest, punk. But instead he was just in the way.
Yeah. Instead, he needed time off because that dude hurt his collarbone.
Man, you hope that at least get you a raise or a bonus for getting hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, it was a bad
Probably
tackle
didn't
because whenever stuff like this happens, at least this is what he was saying. When stuff like that happens, they pull the footage, and so he's like, "I love when something happens at somebody else's shift because it's just me. It's like me watching a version of Cops, right?"
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
you gotta
and so he said
pass that around at the holiday party.
in the tackle as they were coming at each other, you can tell the angle is gonna be bad because because the security guard was going to, like, you know how in wrestling and all that stuff is like you're trying to break their center of gravity and everything.
Yeah.
But that dude was already leaning forward, so he's going to try to grab thighs or a knee that he doesn't need to grab because the dude's
Yeah.
already leaning forward because he's not paying attention and he's running so fast he's leaning forward as he's running, right?
Yeah.
And so then that guy goes, like, as he's going in, you can see the point of contact where he went from trying to tackle somebody to somebody who was actively getting knocked out. Like,
Yep.
because they came in at an angle on each other and they both never got up. Like,
Well, then he stopped the robbery.
he stopped the robbery and there's just Skittles everywhere. Because it wasn't like the dude was running out with a fistful of cash. He had, like, he was grabbing a bunch of candy and then trying to run. And this dude, bow.
Oh, that's all it was too, was just candy and sprinting out the door?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You don't gotta tackle anybody for that.
Yeah.
Just mark the footage. Call the cops. Don't break your clavicle for some fucking Rolos.
This dude got floored.
That's great. Yeah, I've never seen like a full on security altercation like that, because all the ones I've seen are usually either like the buzzer goes off and security walks up, they're like, "Nah, you're good," or something's going down and security does not want to be a part of it.
There was one where this is like, all right, we may have to cut this. This may actually not be funny, but but apparently there was one that was,
It ends in 7 deaths.
there was one where he said this guy rolled up to the store that his friend was working and just walked up to his friend and was like, "Hey, do you remember me?" And then just immediately start whooping his ass, right? So there's no backstory, there's no context, anything. But he said he saw it because he was that dude's shift change, right? So then the security guards get a break, like we would get a break. But then that dude, his shift change was showing up, and his shift change was showing up. Obviously, like he's not gonna take his lunch right before. And so he said he walked in, and as he walked in was that dude trying to get away. So like as he walked in, this guy is being held from the back of his shirt by the guy who walked in and was like, "Do you remember me?" So he said when the doors opened and he was going into the store, he just saw his friend going, "Ah!" Like,
And the friend was a security guard too?
the friend was a security guard too.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that make it hard to go back to that store when you just see the security guards getting dragged back in the store to get beat up.
Yeah.
More. That
dude walked
That's not
into
a
the
safe
store,
place.
walked up to the security guard and was like, "Do you remember me?" And then just started swinging.
Imagine walking up to a grocery store, and as you're getting like right up to the front doors, they open and a security guard falls out and it goes, "No!" It gets dragged back in.
Imagine you going to a grocery store and knowing you don't want any apples, you don't want any oranges, you don't want any frozen foods. The only thing on your shopping list is revenge. You roll up in the store, you're like, "Somebody gonna get it today." I know his shift. I know when he gets off. Because that's the other thing, too. That's the other thing that went into the planning. That person knew when he got off.
Yeah.
So he knew if I don't catch him in the store, I'm going to catch him coming out the store.
Wow. And I know this isn't the case because we've covered that. These are different stores. I do like to then think of all of this happening in one just incredibly violent Trader Joe's. Just you walk in and there's people fighting, security guards on the ground. There's a guy just punching oranges.
No, I don't even think we had a security guard at the Trader Joe's that I went to.
Well, clearly not. No one was protecting those oranges.
Yeah. No, there was a security
their
at the Trader Joe's in New York. I don't think the Chicago one had one.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen security at Trader Joe's.
But the other grocery store had shifts of security.
The other grocery store, which will remain nameless for confusing reasons.
It is weird that I'm not.
We have people name check it in emails to us.
Yeah. I've mentioned it in other episodes. But yeah, there's just something about both of them makes me feel like I'm divulging too much. Because I've technically said I won't share company secrets for 2 companies now. And all I've done on this podcast is talk about my experience at both.
Well, is that company secrets? I mean, that's technically the public, I'd say.
I don't know. I don't know what they'll be upset about. So
a SWAT team in Hawaiian shirts is going to burst into your apartment. You're giving away company secrets.
Oh, man.
What?
Oh, no. Just last little one. The guy that I told you about that could fight. I got to see him fight one time, and that shit was fire. Okay, so
was it at a grocery store?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So then
I was gonna be in either way, but even funnier.
So then there was a guy that charged at him. I don't know if he had anything like on him, but this dude charged at him, and he just stuck his foot up, and 300. This is Sparta that guy. This dude charged at him, and he kicked that dude so hard, and when the dude fell, the only noise that dude was making, he went. Wait, I'm trying to do it without laughing. He went. He went. Because he got the wind knocked out of him, and then he hit the ground. And he just sat there for a second. So he was even making the noise when he sat back up. Because of course he made the noise on impact, but then he sat up, and while he was catching his breath, he was like, "Ugh."
That's the best too, though, when someone who you know knows how to fight still does a very unpredictable move.
Yeah, because he didn't try
to go for that.
He didn't even try to stop him. He literally was like, "You can have some foot."
Yeah.
When I tell you that it wasn't even a kick, he stopped him like the ground was actually a wall. Like he stopped that dude like his foot was supposed to go there.
Yeah, he full on like Undertaker big booted him.
Yeah,
just put the foot up and stopped him. And that's not supposed to work in real life.
And you know that there's at least a millisecond where he's reared back, but he's like, because I'm not a fighter, but I'm just saying that this is probably what was going through that person's mind. You're charging at someone, and then you see them take a slight stance on you. So you think maybe they're going to punch, maybe they're going to whatever. So you really dig your heels into running at them harder. And then you see their hips sort of switch. And then as their hips are switching, their foot comes up. There has to be at least a millisecond right before you get kicked where you realize you're going to get kicked and you can't stop yourself from running into the foot.
Oh, for sure. I out in the world, you're rarely expecting kick to the chest to be move one.
Yeah.
You know, you're not expecting that. And yeah, momentum wise, you just have to knowingly get kicked at a point.
It was wild.
That's great.
I loved it. I was like, man.
No, that'd be the shit. Are you kidding me?
I was smiling. I was like, that made my whole day. I remember somebody being rude after that, and I was just like, hey, don't make me call my boy. Like, you just saw a random dude get kicked in the chest. I don't know if this is where you want to be giving lip.
I'm all fired and ready to this is Sparta everyone in here.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, hey, man, you want to open up the mailbag?
Yeah.
So, are you ready for the latest update to the foot fetish date scenario?
Yes, please.
Okay, so quick recap previously on the Josh Johnson Show mailbag. But we've had 2 updates from Anna, who went on a date with someone who was so in defeat that he tried to slink down out of his chair to take her shoe off, and then I believe smelled the shoe. And people noticed, and then I believe the follow-up update was that didn't he trip somebody, or I can't remember exactly what happened, but she ended up going on the date with the server from that, because she likes every email ends with Anna just saying like, oh, and then here's another new crazy story.
Yeah.
In a sentence, and that won't haunt you.
Mm-hmm.
So the last update was, oh, I went on a date with the server who helped me out in that foot fetish date. And so we said, we got to know more about that. So this is the latest update. This is from episode 99. Hey guys, the snow cone story blew me away. Hilarious and cute. Avatar blue. The positive way you guys are interacting with each other is so nice. Well, thank you. That's just nice. You guys seem to be getting along. Okay. So the story kind of splits up into 2 parallel long events. One part evalves the gentleman. Yes, he was not just going away. And the second part is regarding the server. So we're getting a follow-up on the foot fetishist and the server. In this email, I will tell you the story of the date with the server. The server and I went on a first date a week later. So I love this too. I think they're already teasing a different story.
Yeah.
Up top.
Yeah.
I'm telling you this one. Just know there's another tangent. The server and I went on a first date a week later, and we ended up having a few more until we actually addressed, quote, the elephant. Now, I'm assuming this is about the foot guy.
Yeah, the elephant in the shoe.
Hey, see, look who's getting into puns now. Come on. You had one earlier?
Yeah.
You little rascal. But eventually we got to it. That's got to be, come on. You start with that.
That's someone who really likes you that doesn't want to mess it up by bringing up the most obvious thing too soon.
I mean, it'd be great, though, if you were just like, so, your feet seem dope. That guy was all up in them. Seated at a completely different restaurant with a more relaxed atmosphere and dimmed light with window seats, the aura of calm assertiveness around this Idris Elba-looking man, yes, he was gorgeous, changes to be unsettled and eager. First off, marry him. I'm jealous. I want to be on a date with him. He's chivalrous and looks like Idris Elba. Yeah. And he says, you know you have to, right? I was glad the light was dim because I blushed. Not sure how to start. I just blurted out, well, how much did you see? He laughed and he told me the following. As the gentleman had been sliding to the floor to grab my feet, a lady in her 70s, sitting fairly close, had rushed out to get a server, telling them that that we had been, quote, sexing. Her words, not mine, and had to be taken care of. They're over there sexing. The server was curious about the sexing thing, Though skeptical, but at a glance, he saw my disgusted face and the back of a gentleman as I kicked him in the forehead. That's right, she kicked him in the face. I forgot that. He grabbed our starters and quickly headed our way. Well, he brought the appetizers. That's good. He could tell by my facial expression, the gentleman on the floor with the shoe rubbing his forehead, that there was no, quote, sexing going on, and I was too uncomfortable with this man. He decided to let me go and delayed the gentleman by kind of punishing him by stepping on his hand. He's being punished by feet. He's being punished by the thing he loves now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thanked him and apologized for the broken glasses. Well, he said, I got the money from that man, but what I didn't get was an explanation of why he was on the floor. He winked at me and continued. But the kid did, parentheses, the son of the family sitting next to me and the gentleman. But that kid said that the gentleman really liked feet so much he had to sniff her shoe. So the kid gets it. Now the server is laughing so hard that he thrust his body backwards so forcefully that the chair is tipping backward, and as it reaches the wall behind him, it slowly slides down to the floor. Anna. Instinctively, I reached out and grabbed his wrist to prevent him from going down all the way to the floor, but by doing so, I, being a small woman, was pulled across the mid-sized table and landed on my tummy. Glass and utensils flew all over as I got the wind knocked out of me by the edge of the table. All the people seated next to us burst out laughing. What to do now? Not again. I'm blushing again, feeling ridiculous, small, and somewhat having flashbacks of the date with the gentleman. The seconds it took for the nice couple next to us to take pity on us and help us get up and be seated again seemed like forever. When everybody was settled, we both felt awkward, but laughed it off and decided to continue with the date. I mean, what else can go wrong, right? And then the next picture is just a burning building, is all it says.
Turns out this guy's into hands.
At this point, a woman comes up to us, lays a hand on the server's shoulder, and leans in towards his ear and whispers something I couldn't hear. Still chuckling, he says to the woman to bring in the wine, new glasses, and whatnot. To me, he says, "Feet, huh? I'm impressed by your kick." He pauses, scratches his cheek, continues, "Are you gray?" For a couple of seconds, I was confused. Gray as in dull and boring? It dawned on me, dropping my jaw. The server thought I was a BDSM domina, it says here.
Wow. Okay.
Is that a term? I don't know that term, gray.
I don't know that term either, but I'm sure we'll learn more if we keep reading.
So are you? I couldn't make out his facial expression at all. Was he serious? The woman comes back with the wine and stuff, pours some for the server first, and accidentally, quote, spills some on my dress after pouring into my glass and leaves pretending not to notice. What the hell is going on here? The woman pissed me off, but I was not going to let her ruin my date. If anyone would, it would be me. I gulped some wine and told the server the full story as I have to you. But the outcome was not as expected. He leans forward and says, "But you commanded me to call you." I'm totally dumbfounded, and as I was going to answer him, a loud pounding on the restaurant window interrupted me. Yeah, with his nose pressed against the window, there he was, the gentleman. "I found you," he yells, and heads for the entrance of the restaurant. What the actual fuck? Take care and stay cool. I'm starting to wonder if we're getting played a little bit by Anna. I'm wondering a little bit.
That is so wild, though.
If all that is true, and also, that's another fucking cliffhanger.
Yeah.
which is what's making me wonder if we're getting played because it seems a little too perfect.
I mean, I guess no. I can see how though, if you know the full story, how you can piecemeal it out to be like, here's some of it, just enough of it.
Right. No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But then to keep just,
I feel like we would like, this is my thing. If something went wrong with that guy, but then Otto went on a date with the other server, I'd be like, oh wow, okay. But right now we're still in a territory that I believe that all this happened.
oh no, I do believe it too. It is just like it's starting to feel like a short story collection, like from an old magazine, you know. It's like each week there's a new segment of it.
Yeah.
You commanded me.
That you commanded me. Wow.
Wild. Wild.
All I can say is thank you all so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show.
That's it. We're just ending on that. That's how we're going.
Great time recording. I hope you had a great time listening. If you are looking to catch
I'm dealing
up
with
with
so
us
much right now
on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on Instagram,
just
TikTok,
one fetishist
YouTube,
to another in
where
a
we're
row.
also going to be putting, clips on YouTube, and you can also find me on at Josh Johnson. And if you're looking for Logan,
it means it was the kick that turned him on. It means he liked seeing that guy get kicked in the face. You can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into the mailbag and just take up too much of my time connecting things with yarn on my wall, you can email us, joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. You can also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. We like to read those reviews on the show as well. And if you want some bonus content, like some bonus podcasts, some bonus video stuff, or not live replays, because that doesn't make sense, but replays of virtual live shows that we've done, you can go on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. And there's a bunch of silly stuff there. Anything else we need to plug?
Richmond?
Oh, Richmond, Virginia next week. We'll both be there. Minneapolis coming up in November. Check out all the links below, wherever. If you're listening, read that. The information it gives you, it's all in there. If you're on YouTube, look where I'm pointing. Down. It's down there.
We command you. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you.
You've seen him all over the Daily Show. You've seen him on YouTube. I want y'all to put your hands together, put your hands together, put your hands together. Give it up for Josh Johnson.
My most recent obsession is